we are getting in Marth Fox on Yoshi's, coming in for an aggressive start. Oh, I'm supposed to jump, right, Cody? Anyway, we're going to be trying to pressure out this Fox. We're going to try and make sure he doesn't have an easy time getting out of our punishes. We're not doing such a good job there, admittedly. Fox had a lot of lag on that back air. We're going to try and catch him out. Wow. Really going for the edge there. That is fine. Oh, they're going for it. So I'm in the magnifying glass. I'm going to be a little uncertain of where I am. Now we're going to try and make sure that we catch this Fox out with the invincibility. Great on his part. Oops. And because we are not quite to the 4 yet on the timer, Randall was not out. So you can see this Fox is doing something really good. And that is something really good they're doing is hitting a lot of quick actions, doing moves that hold themselves in place. And that was actually a delayed up air coming out on their part. I think they could have single hit and killed me. So you can kind of see this stage is so cramped, it makes it very easy for someone to pressure Marth. So of course there's our side B that they've been doing coming in. That's a great angle coming out for them as well. So they've been landing a lot of grabs. It's going to be a great way for Fox to get a punish. So I think what we're going to do next time when we get them off the stage, or they could just jump backward early. So Fox actually moved away from me. He's moving away from me with a lot of these. Jumping right over grab. They didn't think I'd do it. Oh, good tech. Nice. So you can see I could have caught them out of the air with my forward air. Every time Fox is in the air, that is a possible forward air opportunity. Extra pummel so I can get this extra damage. And then, of course, we're going to wait just a moment so we can get into tipper spacing there. Extra pummels to get a better position for us. Dreamland's going to be much more spread out stage, so the Fox not going to be able to lock me down as easily. Put them in an awkward spot to make sure we can get this. And we're barely able to make it back with the power of the first hit of side B, which is going to keep us locked in place. We're moving together. Very beautiful. Thought they might come in at that point. That is all right. We're going to down tilt, make them stop dash dancing. I was very late on my shield grab, so it's no surprise I'm going to get punished there. We're going to try and pressure them out. Full hop is going to be a great move by Fox to pressure us. We're going to go straight to edge. Don't want to mess around. Well, went low to go around down tilt, but sometimes you can go a little bit too low. Of course, Marth can cover that too. Nice play on their part. They faked going in before. Now notice how well they did that. They went for a wave dash back when they finally committed, and then they fully committed. That's what's changing your approaches looks like. So as you can see, they have a lot of good ideas. DI not the strongest. Bit surprised by that given how much they're thinking about things. So yeah, you can see they got close, baited me to come in because I thought they were going to try and come in a little bit earlier. Wanted to kind of go for a bit of an easy hit. All right, fair enough. And of course, we can't just come off, push them out at the end. Now, as you guys can kind of see how all of that works, how did I get some of these openings? Now, some of it was just I had more space. They would come in with the full hop. Full hop being a great approaching tool. The reason full hop can be a great approaching tool is because Fox can pull back at a certain point, change his fast fall, and then he also has the option to double jump, which gives him another chance to fast fall, gives him more drift opportunities, resets kind of what he was doing before, and he can use platforms in conjunction with that. Of course, double jump can be a big risk. This person didn't really use that so much, but it just goes to show you that the full hop by itself can be very strong. strong. But that all being said, they did come in from a bit far away with these full hops, and so I was able to get a dash back grab on them because they didn't fade back, or they didn't empty land, or they didn't wave land back, things like that. They were in a bit of lag. Now, punishing Fox in his landing lag is one of the strongest things you can do against him, and also just abusing some of the limited range that he can have. So you kind of saw that even though I was getting grabs at like the 20-ish to 30-ish% range, I wasn't always opting to throw the Fox on the platform on Dreamland. And the reason for that is because Fox can break combos really easily with slide off, but also because Marth's sword doesn't hit very well on the top platform. He can hit it okay with up air, but Fox can slide that off for quite a while. And Marth can't hit it at all with can't really hit it all with forward smash. With up tilt, he kind of can, but only for a small sliver of the platform. So what I'll be doing is doing grounded tech chases, which work fine on Dreamland because the ground platform, the base of the stage, is very long. So I was opting for that, but I was just kind of messing that up. So hopefully that my decision making makes sense there for you guys. Anyway, you can see some really good decisions coming up from the Fox. How they were using both vertical and ground play really well. How I tried to discourage that a little bit with some more down tilt. It wasn't fully successful, but a little bit. And you can kind of see how wave dash, Fox's wave dash can be really useful. How some timing mix-ups can be really useful. And how they can kind of chain these things together. I think that's one of Fox's great strengths, is the ability to change the way they approach and change their timings really well, because they have so many different burst options and so many different ways to move and so many quick attacks. So I thought that was really great to see from my opponent, and you know, I think the SDI could have been a little bit more there, but I mean, they had a lot of good ideas and a lot of good situations for themselves. And you kind of saw the difference in stage 2. Having more space for me to think through the positions also made it a little bit easier to get the punishes. And when they wanted to be able to burst out and get to me directly, they always could on Yoshi. So make sure you're keeping your stage in mind when thinking of how you want to play the game. Of course, GG's to my opponent. Hope you guys enjoyed the games out there. All right, we've got a Falco Marth game coming out. Falco coming in with the double jump. Now, that is going to be very punishable, especially if you fully drift in. Oh, I'm not sure how I got a jump out of there. Either way, we're back. If you DI fully to the side like this, I am going to be able to re-grab. So we're going to go ahead and go for this punish. Of course, we can just up throw tipper here if Falco does full or even slight DI at that percent. Oh, I tried to tech. I think I pushed it a little bit too early. Notice they drift away on that double jump, and look how bit different the result was. But I'm still going to be grabbing them regardless because I drifted in a little bit too hard. So they're coming in with the forward smash. Forward smash is okay. The main issue with forward smash, of course, is that if you get shielded, you get punished. If you get, is that going to be it there? I mean, it might have been, but they might have just messed up. That's a hard grab to get because at that percent, Falco can DI behind, and Marth has to be really frame tight to get out or get the punish. Now, of course, Falco could get out there. Oops. Try to go for forward smash, just kind of a bit of a tech error. So Falco in shield, every time he's in shield against Marth, that's going to be really tough for him. The reason is because he has no laser out. He has no mobility. Marth has the movement and range advantage. And so it's going to be really tough. Notice I am crossing up Marth here, or Falco here. Notice I'm hanging on the ledge a little bit to make it hard for Falco to know exactly when to get this punish. So we go for some down tilts just to see if the Falco is going to try and come in. Falco can get beaten out by down tilt, but usually he's jumping, so down tilt's not a great option to use against him a lot. Didn't expect roll shine. Roll shine actually not that bad for Falco. Oh, wanted the strong hit, not the sour spot. And that is what A button forward airs get you, a not reverse punish. We're going to turn around so we can get a better angle here. And we can just roll up. Falco's not going to be able to make it back with the DI. No need to overdo ourselves. Give Falco a chance to come back. So we see Falco coming in with the aggressive lasers. So we can always punish that out. And then we just got a phantom hit. That's just a little bit unlucky luck. That's okay. Push Falco down by the edge. Push him down. Oh, good mash. You notice I went to the middle with that last up air because Falco could have DI'd to the top platform quite easily there. So we want to make sure we're in better position to punish it. And you can see I down tilted, turned around out of this down throw. And the reason for that is just so I can, I have time to get there. Now Falco can break that. Fox cannot break that. Something M2K discovered quite a few years ago. So this is kind of what I was talking about. If Falco's not putting out lasers, and if the way he is putting out lasers is by attacking into you with a deep laser, or he just comes in when you're kind of close to him with dash attack, you can always react and move away. That's why it's so important for Falco to have his laser out, so he can kind of manipulate the space where he is relative to Marth. And the way he does that by lasering and then repositioning, and because that's time when he can move and Marth cannot move. Even if Marth SDIs the laser, he's not going to be able to shift his position as much as Falco can. So very important for Falco to do that, to make most of his frame advantage. So even if it's scary, even if the Marth is power shielding, the lasers are still going to be helpful for you. But anyway, that being said, you kind of saw a little bit of some tech chase traps, some ways to hit on the Dreamland platform, some little bit of information about the chain grab. You also saw me talk a little bit about how down tilt can be useful against Falco, but it's not typically useful. We talked about how we'd catch Falco out of the air with our jab to kind of make him awkward, and then we can kind of put out fairs, nairs, sometimes grab just to make things a little uncomfortable for him. If Falco is going to spot dodge, if we ever think he's going to spot dodge, then we just stop going for grabs, and we can just start forward smashing any types of spot dodges we want to see if you want to do a mix-up in that sort of way. Or you can even wait for Falco to do a laser out of shield and forward smash that. Very strong. Falco's going to be holding down. You can eliminate him that way. It's a lot of good plays for you to do when Falco is in shield. Anyway, hopefully you guys found that match kind of interesting. Talked through a lot of things in the game, gave you a little bit of a summary, and of course, GG's to my opponent. All right, we are coming in on FD, Falco, Marth. Oh. All right, so this person's going to be very mobile. Hard to keep that in mind. Oh, should have went for my shine. Oh, that didn't hit. Oh, missed my lasers. Not an issue. So we had to win neutral a lot of times to take that stock, so we got to be a little bit more careful. Now, this Marth is going very vertical against us. And they're looking for power shields as well, so we got to keep that in mind. So again, we're trying to put out constant hitboxes. Constant hitbox being one that's always out like the Nair to patrol the stage, keep Marth from coming into us. Oh, got my head. Oops. Oh, no fear. Notice how if they're going to down tilt, I can jump over it. And that's going to make things a little bit more awkward for them. High percent. We go for this. Notice I go for a L cancel low back air. Oh, went low with the back air. Full hop. We counter that with our own. Nice power shield coming out. And we're going to shine back here to have some knockback stack, get some extra damage. And then we jump early in case Marth wants to go on stage to go for a punish. Now, of course, in neutral, what we are looking for against Marth is we are looking to see if the Marth is going to be trying to go for any premature swings or they're just going for power shield. They went for power shield some, but we saw they wanted to be mobile as well. So what did we do? We made sure we stayed right outside of their range, or sometimes a little bit farther if we thought they'd be going for power shield so we could react to that and then go in and hit them. So you can see the range changing. I was playing around a lot. This person started full hopping to avoid lasers. So what do? We started full hopping in response, nair and back air to push the person away. Sometimes forward air to just get some of that extra damage and make sure we got to keep pushing them. Anyway, GG's.